Our world is changing. We're all looking for answers to questions nobody asked. And I'm no different. But I'm done waiting around. I need to know. Why do I hate Comic Sans so much? It's a font. Why would I hate a font? It's... I decided to start my investigation where it all began, and where many things do. At the beginning. I wanted to start simply, logically, with the font itself. I may have underestimated how difficult this investigation would be. This was going nowhere fast. But just like me when I make cereal in a robe, I had a few tricks up my sleeve. I knew next where I had to go for the answers I was seeking. The computer. More specifically, the internet on the computer. My initial online search turned up more than I could have hoped for. I was finally getting somewhere. Now, with a little forward momentum, I dove headfirst into the internet tubes, searching for all that I could find out about this alphabet made for dipshits. "37 hours later, I believed I had enough information to start piecing together some answers. And here is what I found. Comic Sans. It's gross. But where did it come from? You might be surprised to find out that the world's first appearance of Comic Sans was in the 1941 hit comedy by Orson Welles, Citizen Kane. The font helped to convey the happy-go-lucky feel of the film, as well as its goofball characters. I was actually able to find a movie preview from back then for the film, and it was the world's first introduction to this dumpster fire of a font, so go ahead and roll that. Rolling! Are you ready for this generation's comedy masterpiece? The Great Depression was a significant bummer, and it's finally time to cry tears of laughter rather than existential sorrow. From the master of comedy himself, Orson Welles, comes a fun, lighthearted romp about a man who has everything, and then fights it. Inanimate objects be damned in this new hilarious misadventure about Mr. Welles' absolute disdain for stationary objects. Featuring the world's slipperiest snow globes! No, that can't be. Okay. Ignore that. That was nothing. Okay, I've got the actual history right here. But before I blast into the history, I don't want anybody to say like,
"Oh, Rob, your beard's a little longer. Your hair is a little different."
Yeah, I filmed this over several days. And so pardon the continuity errors, okay? You know, if they can release Justice League the way that they did, you know, when Ben Affleck had to come back for reshoots, if Joss Whedon can get away with this, roll the clip. Rolling! Look at this! Look at this here! I got 4 rows of tattoos, and then 3 rows of tattoos. These were in the same scene, right next to each other, seconds apart. I get it that it was reshoots, but this movie cost $300 million. The average cost of a burrito at Chipotle is $8. That would buy you 37,500,000 burritos. And then look at this absolute schlock from another scene when Batman meets the Flash. 2 totally different hairlines, 2 totally different backgrounds. What is going on? Look at this. 2 totally different hairlines, different backgrounds, different lighting. Almost 38 million burritos. Oh. These are just 2 examples from a YouTube video that shows 17 from this single movie. It's a really well done video, link in the description, check it out. Okay, if he can get away with that, then this should be just fine. Moving on. Okay, so the actual history is that when Windows was originally releasing Windows 95, they were going to release a program just before it called Microsoft Bob. And Microsoft Bob was supposed to be this tool, this easy-to-use program to familiarize first-time computer users, which was f***ing everybody back then, how to first interface with their computer. Interface? I hardly know her face. And the original font planned to be used in Microsoft Bob was the original basic bitch of fonts, Times New Roman. And that's when this Microsoft typographic engineer by the name of Vincent Conair, this fucking guy, I hate him. So this man saw Microsoft Bob and how they were going to release it, and decided, oh wait, we can make that much worse and piss off Rob for decades. He was inspired by comic books like Batman and The Watchmen, and he decided, I'm going to put this in there instead of Times New Roman, and he didn't get it done in time, and Microsoft Bob was a colossal failure. Arguably, it would have failed even harder if Comic Sans had been a part of it, but we'll never know. So, as Vincent did not finish the font in time to be released with Microsoft Bob, Microsoft Bob ended up looking like this. Yeah. You can see they put in some really nice touches with this lake of blood, and over here we have a dog who can't decide how thick its outline should be. So, could have Comic Sans made this better? No, the answer is emphatically no. It makes everything worse. The biggest issue with Microsoft Bob is that the computer that they released it on wasn't able to handle the amount of programming that went into Microsoft Bob. So you had to have the absolute top-of-the-line computer to learn how to use your computer at all. You blew it! So then the actual first appearance of Comic Sans was in Windows Movie Maker 3D. Which also came out in 1995, somehow. So the Microsoft Bob and Windows 3D Movie Maker, these both came out in the same year. How? This looks bad. This looks bad in a really good, impressive way. Still bad. Comic Sans makes it worse, but look at the difference between these two in a year. Why can't they figure out Microsoft Bob? How does this not... How can this one run? Just fine. No idea. Technology makes me... Alphabet soup was Comic Sans flavored. Oh, that's a soup joke. Oh, fuck me. Moving on. And I guess that basically brings us to today. Comic Sans has always been there as a font choice, hanging out in the background, looking bad, making me go, ew, whenever I see it. And I'm sure in the future we can all look forward to Comic Sans being an option for us when we just have given up. Moving on. Now that I knew where Comic Sans came from, I wanted to know how it was perceived by the people around me. Did they hate it as much as I did? Probably not. I gotta assume most people have more important things to think about throughout their day. But regardless, I thought now it was best to hit the streets and speak to the people in my neighborhood about how they felt about this typographic attack on humanity known as Comic Sans. Take it away, Rob. Rolling! Not you. You. However, in my haste, I forgot my neighborhood is primarily filled with asshats and jerk-offs.
Oh, look at this guy coming out the front door of his house like he owns the place, and now he's outside where all the trees are and shit. Screw you, buddy. You know we can hear your voiceover in there calling us all asshats and jerk-offs, you smug fuck. Helvetica bold all day, moron.
After my failed attempt to interview people in my neighborhood, which could only be described as the word yikes under this face, I instead decided to get a sampling of opinions from a source I knew I could trust. Random strangers online in video chat rooms. And after the 9th penis, I decided instead to just host some Zoom meetings for some of my close friends from college and get their opinions on this divisive font. And after the 4th penis, I decided instead to just ask the opinion of some people I knew really well, and that I trusted, and that were female. And here's how it went. I'm just going to show you some slides, and the slides are going to have words. The words are going to be written in fonts. You're just going to be looking at the font and telling me, do you like it? That's pretty much it. Do you like what you're seeing in that slide?
Okay.
Okay, so for this first one, pristine, colorful meadow.
I do like it.
You do like this one. Okay,
Do you want to know why?
Sure.
It's clean. That's why.
Okay.
I don't necessarily like it. It's got some kind of a weird shading.
Tranquil, silent pier.
Ooh, I like that one too.
I don't mind this one. What I like about it is the little ledges at the end of the letters.
The lonesome old lighthouse.
No.
Don't like
pass. Hard pass.
I think if it matches the subject, it's fine.
Yeah, I tried to match the subject to the picture, or the font type to the picture the best I could. So. Diarrhea car wash.
It's a no for me.
It's a no for me, dog. I don't think it was.
I hate this.
You hate
I
it?
hate everything about it. My mom would probably log on to make a PowerPoint and she'd be like, yeah, that's the best ever. I
Yeah.
hate it.
This next one, warm, inviting beach cabana.
Love it.
Love it.
I
Okay.
love this one.
No, not a fan.
I am surprised that it's
Too
weathered,
desperate to reach.
crisp autumn morning.
Very pretentious.
Pretentious.
No, trying too hard.
Don't like it. It is trying a little hard. How about this one? Sweet little kittens.
Yeah, this is okay.
Yeah, it gets the job done.
I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's like vanilla ice cream.
On fire puppies.
Not a fan
Don't like it?
for a few reasons.
Yeah, me neither.
The on fire puppies, but yeah.
Okay. All right, how about this one? Fresh snow, secluded park.
I have used this font before. Somebody's birthday, like that was 65 or something like that.
It reminds me of like a 50s movie.
Overwhelmed elderly diaper.
That's what that font should be called. I don't know.
It seems like Comic Sans to me.
Something down.
Still sucks.
Children's first ski lesson.
It's beautiful.
It's very academic.
That's true. Tall bridges, thrown children.
Something about it, I'm just not liking it, so I'd say it's probably a no.
Okay.
No,
Don't like it.
I hate it. It's got that weird, like I wrote it on a chalkboard, but now I'm going to try to make it cool.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
How about this one? Calm, babbling brook. Don't like
Yeah,
it?
I'm into it.
You like that one? I
Yeah.
like that too. So-
It's got a lot of things about it. Very clear, crisp.
Orphan crotch punting month.
Oh gosh. Well, this is kind of on the fence. I'm gonna go with a no, though.
No. Okay.
Yeah, put this in the no camp.
No,
Don't like it.
I hate it. It's
Don't-
the same thing. It's a Comic Sans thing.
Oh, look, and it's this month too.
Oh yeah, we were going to celebrate that. I have
Yeah.
it on the
Big party. I got a new pair of boots. I just killed some parents. Let's do this.
I'm going to kick some orphan crotch.
Yes. The whole month. Interesting stuff. Did you notice a pattern in their reactions? When I showed normal fonts, they were described with words like crisp or good. But when I showed Comic Sans, they were met with a much different reaction. For example, it made my mother want to attack an orphan, which is a much more common response to seeing Comic Sans than most people realize. The ending to Little Orphan Annie was originally much different. A lot more Comic Sans, a lot less unkicked orphan crotch, which, as we know today, is not what you want in a Broadway production.
Moving on.
Now, before I'm able to definitively say why I hate Comic Sans, there's one more area of the font I need to explore. And that is Comic Sans in the real world. Who uses this font? And why? And for what? And why? And what the fuck is wrong with them? And like, why? So that's the information I'm going to find. I hope you join me next time on Why Do I Hate This? Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, hello. Welcome to the end screen. I just have a few more things I wanted to say, but to entertain you while I do that, I have intern Rob over here who's going to be dancing while assembling a model plane, so that's fun. I just wanted to say thanks for watching my video, and that part 2 will be out soon if you wanted to hit subscribe to be notified when that's posted. And I'll be doing more of these investigations of universally disliked things. I won't really have a posting schedule, as I'm just doing this in my spare time for fun. So, you know, will I post next week? Will I post in 2 weeks? In 6 months? Will this straight up be the last time anybody ever hears from me? Maybe. Hey, keep dancing. Don't ever stop dancing. But in the meantime, you can follow the channel at the Why Do I Hate This Instagram and Twitter, where I'll just be posting pictures I make for the videos or short video segments that don't actually make it into the video, or even clips from upcoming episodes. Whoa, here comes one now. Whoa! All right, should we go inside or you okay, so is it a big bucket of boners you got there? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Keep dancing!